This is Rohit Srivastav and I welcome you to the all new Indiacharts. You can see this new website that I've moved to, and a lot of people are enjoying it. But there are a few of you who wanted to get an idea as to what you should find where, and also some people who want to get started with the insiders. So I'll cover some of those issues quickly so that you can fully utilize all the features of the website. I think the first thing that you should do if you're looking for a market forecast, if you want our updates on an ongoing basis, simply enter your email ID here and click on subscribe. You'll get an email from Google which will ask you to click on a link to confirm your email ID, and you're set to start receiving all the Indiacharts updates in your email. The website is made easy to browse, so you will find the topics segregated between Indian markets, world markets, and intermarket analysis. If you're looking for Indian markets, you can find the daily updates under Nifty Daily. You can find the Nifty Elliott Wave update, which is a weekly update, usually put out by noon on Mondays. If you want the monthly update, the monthly detailed analytical report of various indicators, sentiment, and so on, it's put out at somewhere at the end of each month, within a week or 2 weeks, as and when we find an alignment and there's something good to share. But it's a monthly report, and if you want a long-term outlook, then there's the quantitative wave cycle, which analyzes the long-term position of the market based on what we call the quantitative cycle, which is a generational 50 to 70 year long cycle of investment. It gives you a fair idea of where markets are in relation to long-term investment, and whether it's the right time to invest or whether it's just a time to sit out. Those updates are put out once in 3 to 6 months, but you need to read through this article to actually understand what it's all about. And once you've done that, then the cycle updates can be found in this sub menu. Each update which is put out once in 3 or 6 months would be over there. The data points don't change too often, which is why the frequency of this is the lowest. So the long term, the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. That tells you all about the Indian stock market. And then if you're interested in stocks, then I have two sections here. One is called Value Wave About, which tells you about the value wave theory. Similar to the quantitative cycle, the value wave theory is my own conception of the cycle that stocks go through within the market over a 10 to 20 year time horizon, marking the long term structure of their initiation, growth, and the corrective period in the history of their business. So it tries to align that, and the thought process is explained there, and then individual stocks are covered under value wave stocks. If you're looking at world markets, you simply go and look at equities to cover all global markets, US, emerging, and each and every one which I look at on a daily basis. Then under commodities, metals, you will find Indian commodities, global commodities, most of the base metals, crude, and if you're looking for gold and silver in particular, then we simply go ahead and the sub menu under commodities is gold and silver, and I've specifically put it there because it interests a lot of people. Similarly, I've segregated the Indian currency USD INR into a separate category, and if you want all the other global currencies, I look at 8 to 10 of them on a daily basis. You'll find them under currencies Euro. Now all these updates, as they are posted, are put together into a single email with links or with the detailed email and sent out on this mailing list, which is the Google group mailing list. Some of the updates which we have been doing for a long time have been moved to what we call the insiders. Now before I come to that, I'll also explain what is intermarket analysis. When we're looking at various market segments, we look for intermarket divergences, we look for sentiment indicators, and sometimes we're looking at sector indices. So what's happening, say, between the Sensex and the mid cap, what's happening between the US and Europe, the US and India, US and emerging markets, and so on, the VIX, various sentiment indicators, and various other methods of looking at where the markets are positioned to take a view and make a forecast on trend comes under intermarket analysis. So there are three sections that we moved to what we call is the insiders. The first one is Nifty Daily. That's our daily Nifty forecast put out at the end of each market day. The second one is on USD INR, the Indian currency, which I've been writing about, and And I think that's if anybody asks me where's the bull market, it's in currencies, it's in USD INR. So that's something that you should be tuned into. And the third one is value wave stocks. Now, a lot of people want to know where stocks are positioned in terms of their medium term position for those who are looking at positional trades, and even on a long term basis, what's happening on the based on the value wave theory. Once you read it, I keep covering where stocks are positioned on their long term wave count for longer term investors. So all of that is under value wave stocks. These three sections related to the Indian market have now been moved to the insiders. How do you participate in the insiders? All you need to do is, if you want to find out more about it, click on about. Otherwise, you can simply go to subscribe now, and it will take you to either this page or to a subscription page, where you click on subscribe now again, and you come to the subscription page. Now here I've already filled in my details. If I were to subscribe, I choose, I put in all we're asking for is a name and an email ID, and then you put in the duration. If you want 2 months, it will be it's 500 rupees per month, so it will automatically calculate the amount, and then you click on subscribe now, and it will take you to CC Avenue, which is the Indian payment gateway for all Indian payments that we have tied up with, and it instantly completes your transaction. And once you're subscribed, then you will get an email from Indiacharts. The email will tell you to click on a link to confirm your subscription. Now there are a lot of people who forget to do that. Until you don't click, you will not be able to log in with your username and password that you just created. Now, even if you haven't completed the payment process, once you click on the subscribe now button, an email ID and username is created. So as in when you come back to the website, you can use the same user ID and password to complete the subscription process and participate in the Indiacharts program. And once you have taken both these steps, which is completing the payment, clicking on the link, then you're able to log in and access all the features of the website. The first thing that happens when you log in is you're taken to you will find yourself on a page which tells you the period of subscription, and you have a profile link where you can look at your profile. But what you would really like to do after logging in is you want to go to the My Subscriptions page, which shows you 3 mailing lists. So moment you subscribe, you're part of these 3 mailing lists, which puts out all the updates that we send out on email on a day-to-day basis. Now some of you might not want to receive emails and want to access all the updates on the website itself. All you need to do is click on no for each section. If you want only long-term updates, you could just choose to receive only cycle updates. If you want global updates, you could choose only the morning updates. If you don't want any emails, you say no to all, save changes, and your email settings would be done accordingly. So this subscription written here is essentially towards which email lists you are part of, and once you decide that, you continue to receive those emails, and everything else you can anyway access on the website once you log in. So you'll find that each of these sections, which I said are part of the insiders, like the USD INR, would be accessible once you log into it. But however, if you have not completed the process of creating the ID, and after that completing the payment and clicking on the link, because there are people who don't complete all 3 steps and then I get an email that it's not functioning, then you will still not be able to log in out here. And the login page is under Indiacharts. You just find the insider login at the bottom. So once you click on that, you come to this login page. In case you forgot your password or username, you can use the functions given over here, and unless you log in, you will not be able to access these sections. You'll get a message which says that this is only for insiders. So to enjoy the entire Indiacharts experience, you need to be part of 2 things. First, the free mailing list, which is managed by Google, and you can become part of that on the left hand side corner. Second is by becoming part of the insiders program, which costs only 500 rupees per month, and you get all the updates that we put out. And thirdly, you can also track us on Facebook. I keep posting some of the interesting charts which are on the website on Facebook, and that tells you that something interesting is happening. and you can continue to track us on that. If you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, then you'll find my ID there as well. So this is the entire India Charts experience that you should immediately start enjoying. If you still have any problem with any part of the website, you simply can write to indiacharts@gmail.com. There is a contact us button which allows you to find our contact details or fill in a form and send us a mail. That's all from me on this. I hope that's given you a fair idea of how to get the best out of India Charts and where everything is located. Lastly, for those who are looking for a quick update, I try to keep the homepage with some of the important things, my NDTV interviews, any videos that I'm sharing, the weekly market update, which is also under Nifty 88 wave update menu, but it's also featured on the homepage, and the long-term wave count discussion, which is also featured on the homepage. So enjoy all of this and keep writing in and become part of the India Charts experience. Thank you.